stream. Okay, I'm now recording my stream. So for country A, when we look at the output table, we can clearly see that opportunity cost of balls regarding shoes is 8 times 6, which is 0.75 shoes. And 0.75 shoes is the cost of one ball, while country A is producing it. And for the shoes, it's vice versa. Using output table, we can just take a reciprocal of it and divide 6 by 8, and we will have 1.33 balls, which is the opportunity cost of one pair of shoes. And same thing for country B. But since there are 4 and 4 at max, opportunity cost will be the same for balls and shoes, 1 to 1. Okay. So basically, with this we can see an interesting thing happening, that despite the fact that country A can make more shoes, clearly, country A can make 6 pairs of shoes if it ditches production of balls, while country B can produce only 4. But despite this, country B still has comparative advantage, and we can see how they can use it to trade. But let's see how it happens with another example, and with this we will cover terms of trade and gains from trade. So yeah, oh, someone else joined. Cheetah. Terms of trade and gains from trade. In this example, we will take again 2 countries, and they will produce pants and shirts. As you can see, at its maximum, country A can produce 20 pants and 10 shirts, while country B 20 pants while producing 0 shirts and 10 shirts while producing 0 pants. Please don't forget about the ratio here. We can produce either one, and the middle ground won't be a maximum point. And country B has way better production means, and it can produce at its maximum 30 pants and 45 shirts while producing 0 pants. But still, even with such a drastic how do I say it, with such a drastic change in their production, there is a trade possible here, and we can understand it by asking the right question. People can wear only shorts or only pants. They will get cold. So how can those countries maximize their gains while still making sure their people are dressed warmly, right? For this, we again calculating opportunity costs. For country A, opportunity cost of a pant is half of the shirt, and opportunity cost of the shirt is 2 pence. And for country B, it's 1.5 shorts for 1 pant, and for 1 panty, I know, and 2/3 panties is opportunity cost of 1 shirt. So with this, you can see how I calculated it on the downside. Basically, we calculated opportunity cost and then marginal cost by dividing both sides to what cost we're searching for. And yeah, we can clearly see that country A has a comparative advantage when creating pens over country B, because each pens country A creates, they sacrifice only half of the short, while country B sacrifices 1.5 of the short. So for country B, it's very beneficial to trade with country A because through this they will gain more in the terms of shorts, so to say. And for country A, it's beneficial to trade for pence with country B because opportunity cost of pence for country A is very high. I'm sorry, opportunity cost of shorts is very high for country A, and for country B is lesser. So still, despite the fact that country B outperforms completely country A, for both of them, it's very beneficial to trade. So in other words, uh, in terms of pence, A will be willing to sell quote unquote pence at the price more than half of the short. It's beneficial for them in this case. And B is willing to buy pence at the price of less than 1.5 short, because it again beneficial for them. It's more than good. It's a better trade deal and a better ratio of one thing towards another when they are doing it alone. So the price that they can decide on may be 1 pence for one short, and it's great for both of them. Someone didn't mute themselves. Who is it? Kia mute. Alright. So if a country A sells 15 pence, they will acquire 15 shorts, which will get them out of their possibility curve. So in other words, they will outperform themselves through trade. It couldn't have gotten there on its own. Same for country B. Let's say it sold 30 shorts, then it acquired 15 pence, and again it's out of their possibility curve. It's better than they could do on their own. Now, what I want to do is start not from production possibilities frontier, but from input table of data, which is the same as output table, as I already said. Sorry. Oh, I didn't present. You can see my canvas. Damn it. Okay. So yeah. We will start from input table and check out input approach of determining comparative advantage. So yeah, here on the left, top left, you see worker hours per item per country. It's a table that shows how many hours worker A and B needs to put in to make a toy car and belt at its maximum amount. So for every toy car made, worker will sacrifice 2 hours of work, and for belt, worker A will sacrifice 1 hour of work, and worker B for one toy car will sacrifice 4 hours of work, and for a belt it will sacrifice 3 hours of work. Clearly worker B is underperforming, or isn't as good of a specialist as worker A. Okay, with this, let's construct output table of how many toy cars and bells can a worker construct in a day. It's really easy to do in our example. Remember that we have 8 working hours in a day, and we just take those 8 hours and divide by hours needed to construct those things. Really easy. 8 divided by 2 is 4, 8 divided by 1 is 8, 8 by, and so on and so on. So we've turned our input table into output table. Our output table is maximum amounts of producing something. And yeah, that's what we did. Maximum amount of toy cars worker A can produce in a day is 4, and maximum amount of belts worker A can produce is 8 in a day. And for worker B, it's 2 toy cars and 2 2/3 of a belt. Yeah. And now we can simply construct opportunity costs, see comparative advantages, and determine each worker's specialty. In country A, oh sorry, well yeah, let's say that A and B are countries with workers. In country A, if we work whole day, we can produce either 4 cars or 8 bells, as I said, and that's already our opportunity cost. A marginal cost will be 2 bells for 1 car, and marginal cost of a bell is half a car. And as always, they are reciprocals of each other. And we simply repeat the same process for worker B from country B. And now we can create our opportunity cost or marginal cost, whatever you prefer, which you can see on the bottom. And we can compare with them. Country B has comparative advantage, worker B has comparative advantage over here in terms of cars, despite the fact that he underperforms completely. And A has comparative advantage in bells, hence we know their specialties. Yeah, worker A can be better than worker B at both producing toy cars and bells, but still, specialty of worker A is bells, and specialty of worker B is toy cars. And as always, it fascinates me how it just so happens that worker A can produce more cars than country B, but country B, oh sorry, than worker B, but worker B can still have comparative advantage and has hence gain a leverage in trade. Alright, let's also cover a scenario when there aren't gains from trade and complete our lesson with this. Here you can see 2 countries that produces and sells apples and bananas. Country A may, at its maximum, for simplicity's sake, sell 3 bananas, 3 apples, or 6 bananas, or grow, let's say grow. And country B can grow 2 apples or 2 bananas. It's their maximums. What opportunity cost of those countries? Well, A produces 2 bananas per apple, or half of the apple per banana. But if we look at the country B, opportunity costs or marginal costs are the same. It's still 2 bananas per apple or half of the apple per banana. So country A and B's opportunity costs are the same. Their advantages are negligible. There are no advantages, comparative or absolute, over each other. And they specialize in the same thing. It means that there is no gain from trade. They will not receive anything. But even in this scenario, there may be cases that make either bananas or apples more worth it, so to say. So in the specific country, apples may be something that you give to gods as an offering, and they really need apples, and they can produce a lot of banana and sacrifice all of them for apples just to make an offering. Apples can be in country A a more demanding resource, something that people like more, and even with same opportunity cost, they can sacrifice something to trade in a sense that won't be beneficial for them on numbers, but will be in value, despite the same opportunity cost. And yeah, sorry, that's everything. Actually, we have covered everything we needed to know about opportunity cost, trade, advantages, absolute and comparative, input tables and output tables in just 2 lessons. And later on we will go over more complex themes. And for now, it's, well, the end. I thank you very much for joining me. Yeah. Thank you very much. Wow, someone just pumped the fuck out on the chat. Oh my god. Who is this? Okay. And that's it. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening. Bye.